Hello everyone, have you ever wanted to turn an old PC into something powerful and useful? Today I'm going to show you how to set up a Windows-based home server that can handle file sharing, media streaming and much more. First of all, what is a home server? Well, a home server essentially is a device on your local network that allows your local devices to communicate with each other. Okay, now we are booted into the PC we want to use. If you don't have Windows already installed, this is the part where you would install it. Once you install it, you need to set up your user account, install updates, and you're good to go. Now, first thing you want to do is we're gonna optimize it. So we can, first of all, we're gonna disable unnecessary service. I'm gonna go to Task Manager. To go into Task Manager, you press Ctrl Shift Escape, and then it'll load up. Now here, you're gonna want to disable everything you are not using. And typing in WinEra Tweaker. Now this is an app that's been out for many years, and with this app you can disable bloatware and things you don't need on your PC. You download it. As you can see, it does show you the features for Windows 11 here, which I am going to disable some of them. I'm gonna extract it. Now I'm gonna open it. Make sure to use the exe, not the silent setup. Just gonna close this. Next. Just normal mode. We accept. Next. Next. For all users. Next. And install. Right, I'm gonna disable this and it's going to run the app now. I agree. It's gonna ask you, do you want to press yes? Now, as you can see, we are here. Here you can disable features. For example, I'm going to disable Copilot because I don't need it. It says you need to sign out for the changes to apply. Now here you can disable background apps. I'm going to press it. This is important. Power throttling. Recent Windows 10 comes with the power throttling. Is to limit CPU resources for inactive apps. Definitely disable this. And here it is, disable telemetry. This is all the data collection or spying that happens on your computer. I would strongly suggest you disable it. Here you can also change, OEM information for your PC, who manufactured it. You can run on some apps. You might get an error. For example, you do not have permission from the trusted installer. Here you can get back. Now we're gonna set up an IP address for your static IP address. First, go to Control Panel. Go to Network and Internet. Network and Sharing Center. Press your connection here. Go to Properties. Now select Internet Protocol version 4 or IPv4 and press Properties. Here you will enter your IP address, but you need to find out what is your third letter here. To do that, you type in CMD and then you type in ipconfig, all in one word. And as you can see on my Ethernet adapter here, I will see that my third number is 1. So basically you can only change the last number. So in my case it's 58. By default yours will be different. It might be 100, it might be 154, it might be 34. This is different for everybody. Also the gateway will be different, specifically the last number here. Yours might be 1, some providers might have it as 10, it's different for everyone. But by default this will be like this, it will be blank out. Obtain IP address automatically. You're gonna press use the following IP address, enter your IP here, the desired one you want. Mine is gonna be 58. Here, if you just tap it, it will get automatically, and here type in your gateway. Here on preferred DNS server, if you have a Pi-hole instance, you can enter that here, or an AdGuard. If you don't, you just enter the default gateway, or you can just use cloud flares. I'm gonna enter my Pi-hole instance here. If you're not sure what you're doing, check out my other video when I showed you how to set it up. But now I'm just gonna click on validate setting up on exit. Press OK. Now press close. To look for problems, it shouldn't give you any. Close the troubleshooter, and now you're good to go. Alright. Now we're also gonna adjust some power settings for 24/7 use. Back to home. I'm gonna view by small icons here to find power management. Should be power management, or just type in here. There it is, power options. Here you can change this. I will suggest show additional plans and click on high performance. Also, you can turn off the. I would suggest putting this at never. If you are running a laptop, just leave this. I'm gonna set it never because I'm on my desktop. I'm gonna go on save changes. And now next thing you need to know to do is file sharing. So if you have a directory on your PC that you want to share, for example, I have a diffusion folder with all my generated photos. To share this, I would go to show more options, give access to specific people. Now here you change this to everyone on your local network. Now press on share. As you can see, it will give you the address here. Now click on done. Now we're gonna check out media streaming. Plex, Jellyfin, MB. I've made tutorials for them on TrueNAS scale, but not on Windows. I'm gonna show you Plex because it's my suggested one you use. Also the easiest to set up. So I'm gonna go here, download. As you'll see Plex Pro. Click on the first one, media server. Select the platform. In this case, it's Windows. I'm gonna choose distribution, 64-bit. And as you can see, it's downloading now. I'm gonna wait a little bit for it to download. The installing process is very simple. The team at Plex has made this very easy. It's not difficult. Now just wait for it to download. As you can see, I can open it now, run. It will give you a warning. Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Click on yes. Press next, install. Now just wait a little bit for it to install. Okay, now press finish. And it should automatically open up a new tab in your browser. If it does not for some reason, you just go here, right click, open Plex. Now it should ask you for an account. I would sign in. There it is. It says your home screen is empty. And go to more. As you can see here, this is my server. I'm gonna press the plus. I'm gonna go, I want to add, for example, movies here. I'm going to add folders. This is a folders on my local PC. I would add them here. And as you can see, as it has here, this is how all of your movies will show up. They will have metadata and everything. For example, if any movies are not picked up correctly, you can just press the three dots here, go to fix match, search options, and you can type in the name of your movie and the year, and it will find it for you. You can just press on it and it will apply it. Also the same thing will apply for TV shows. If I go to library, all of your files need to be correctly organized, I should mention. Plex does have a naming scheme that I will link in the description. It's basically the same as TrueNAS scale, but as you can see, this also is working. So third thing you might want is remote access. Now this would be useful if your PC is in another room from where you are sitting. and you want to be able to access it over the network. I would suggest you use Windows' own remote desktop client because it's built in and also it works right out of the box. Go to your Windows settings, and here you want to go to System, go to Remote Desktop, and you want to enable it here. Also note down the PC name, and also you can select the users. I already have my user here. Go to users, okay. This is where I would add the username, so should be a user I have on my PC. And there it is. If I press OK, the user will now it can access it. If you want to access it from the other computer, Windows has also a client built-in, remote desktop connection. You can type in the IP address of your computer and it will ask you for the user, or you can enter it here. You can also change the remote audio if you want to play it or not, how is your keyboard configured. Also, if I have a printer plugged in on my computer and if I enable this, it will also be able to access it, and you can change stuff like the speed you are running and everything. So this is how you would access your PC from over the network. Now we're gonna go a little bit more advanced on virtualization. Now you can use two tools here. You can either use Hyper-V, which is Windows' own client, or you can use what I recommend, VirtualBox. Now if you did want to use Windows' own client, you would just go here, go to turn Windows features on or off, and you would go to Hyper-V, you would enable it, press OK, it would download the files, it would restart your computer, and this is how you would use it. As you can see, it says you need to reboot it. I'm not going to reboot now, but now I'm going to show you the other app. As you can see, it's in my desktop, Oracle VirtualBox. This is the interface. I already have made a tutorial on how to install it. I'm just going to show you quickly how to make a virtual machine. You can go new, you can give it a name, I don't know. You can use the folder you want to install it, and also your ISO. For example, if you want to make another Windows machine, which would be kind of cool, not very useful, select Windows here. It would already recognize Windows 10, and that would be everything. I would go to hardware, assign some memory. I would give at least 8 gigs if you have it, and for CPU, of course, these are your threads, by the way. And also create a virtual hard disk, give it some storage. I would go around 200 gigabytes for a Windows installation. You would press finish, and now you would start up your PC, and it will work. Someone says powering VM up. I would make this full screen. As you can see, my Windows installation is running, and this would be how I would configure my virtual machine. As you can see, it will show you how your host key is right control. If you press that and F, you switch from full screen mode to this mode. But that's pretty much everything you need to know. And this is how you shut it down. Just close, power off the machine, and you're good to go.